everyone, it's LS, and a lot of people have asked me what living in Korea is like, or what type of houses I live in, because obviously all the content creation and stuff. So sometimes people end up documenting their moves inside of Korea, and some people wonder what it's like living in Asia and whatnot, and I've gotten the question a lot over the years. Once upon a time, I did upload one of the houses that I moved into. It was 2 years ago, roughly, with Nemesis. People might remember that video from Twitter. But this time around, I figured I could just make a YouTube video and talk about basically what the move is going to be. So we're going to go into the new apartment that I ended up getting. And for some people that are wondering, this is purchased via Jeonse, which is a Korean type of real estate thing, which allows you to put down a obnoxious sum of money in exchange for not having to pay monthly rent. The landlord ends up taking that, doing whatever with it, investment, whatever, and then at the end of your, lease term, whatever, you'll end up getting the money back. And so we're gonna go into the new apartment that I ended up getting, and yeah, let's head in. So the apartment is pretty big. I've lived in a lot of apartments over my life in Korea. I originally lived in Goshiwons, actually, in Korea. The Goshiwon I used to live in was in Mokdong, and it actually only cost me about $140 a month. And that's when I could not afford to feed myself even, and I had to rely on the niceness of ajumas in order to give me free kimbap almost, or like borderline free kimbap. But finally, this is a pretty surreal experience to be able to purchase some house like this and actually move into it. And obviously I got this so that I'm able to have a house that is able to allow boot campers to come through, current production team that I have here, and then just in general, I felt like it would just make the most sense to move into an apartment of this size. So obviously we have the main living room. The lights obviously can come on, but they're not on right now because it's the middle of the day. And then there is 2 bedrooms on the other side of the house. Not totally sure exactly what the arrangements for the rooms are gonna end up being, but they are quite nice. And then there's a nice little skywalk thing with a park and thing on the middle of the building that connects all the wings, so it's pretty good. And then there's obviously the bathroom on this side of the house with standing shower. It's Asia, so usually it's pretty rare that there's a tub or anything. Another room over here, but again, still don't really know the layout. This room does connect to the balcony, which will be really good if Karibo ends up coming back, because then, we're not Korean housing with really, really large-sized dogs can get a little bit tricky, but yeah. I mean, we can go out to the balcony really quick. It's kind of nice that the sunroom has like the shades. I don't know if we can actually make it darker, but balcony's pretty okay. Normally, you don't get balconies in Korea when you have an apartment, unless it's like an older style apartment or something. So this is a kind of new experience, which is definitely nice. The view's obviously really good. I can just imagine having calls out here like pacing or something. I know that sounds weird, but normally I walk around outside on calls, so definitely be good so that, I don't have to just do nothing. Obviously the sunroom totally opens up. This completely closes off, so not totally sure what we'll end up doing with the sunroom if we do anything, but figure it out later. And now we can go on to the other side of the house. So we have the kitchen, which is pretty standard. There's some stuff which just came with the house, which I didn't choose yet because obviously we have yet to furnish it. This is a combination of like the pantry plus laundry room plus freezer. I'm not, the laundry room ends up going here. This is like a Korean style freezer that keeps drinks really cold. I think it can be set colder, but it's whatever. So, this room probably not used too much. There's a nice balcony over here that, again, looks outside. You can come out on. Again, don't know what I'll totally do with it. I think there's an option to have some sort of thing go on here with outside, but the view is obviously super pretty, and yeah, it's just really nice. Another room on this side of the house right now, it does seem like, well, that's actually a really pretty bird, is just sitting there on the ledge right now. Very nice, very nice. A lot of the stuff in the house is totally brand new. The landlord ended up doing the entire interior, having lots of stuff replaced, and I don't know, it's really nice. And then this is the master bedroom, which the bed was here with the house. I guess it just matches all the other stuff, but obviously I'll move in my bed. The desk also was with the house, and then there's a third balcony that you can go out onto. I don't know if I'll ever actually use this one over the other ones, but I mean, it's just what it is. And then this is pretty rare. It's like a legitimate walk-in closet in Korea, which I've lived in many apartments. Like I've said, I've never had one of these. So this is pretty unique. All the doors do open up and whatnot. And then this is nice as well. The bathroom has a nice mirror, and then 2 mirrors here. And then what is pretty unique is, actually having a bathtub. I don't know if I'll ever end up using that, but, at least it's there. And it even has, like, jet streams, I guess, which I've never seen that before in a tub that wasn't like a jacuzzi or something. So that's pretty much it for the bathroom. Yeah, it's pretty nice. So this is where I'll be living for the foreseeable future. And then this is obviously the kitchen. All the cabinets open up, connectable sockets, dishwasher, oven, 2 different stoves, and yeah, not totally sure exactly what I'll end up doing, but I ended up deciding on this place towards pretty much the very end. A lot of people know that I'm eligible for my permanent residency this year, and so I have to continue. Oh, getting a call. So anyways, I mostly got this home just because I'm eligible for the residency. I wanted to stop sort of bouncing around for a while, and I just figured that this house would give me the most freedom to do all the things that I want to do, obviously with content creation and allowing people to pass by and stay with me, which is something that I've done for many years in Korea. And that is pretty much it. So maybe there'll be like an update video or something when the house actually gets furnished and everything is totally done, because again, we don't know the layout yet with everything, but should be pretty good. It's gonna be a lot better than streaming from my bedroom and having issues like that, or just streaming in the middle of the living room and not having the greatest of setups. So that is, I think, pretty much it for the house tour. This was definitely one of the scariest decisions that I ever made, because I've never had to make a decision like this in order to I've never had to make a financial decision like this in order to move into a house of this size or something. And so it's been a bit, but I'm glad that I actually did decide on it. For people that are wondering, this is a multi-million-dollar Korean house in USD. And so this is what you could expect if you looked for like an apartment with that kind of money in Korea. And unfortunately, I don't have other videos or anything doing similar stuff like this with past places that I've lived. There's only like, clips and stuff on my YouTube or my Instagram or other places, Twitter, etc. But this is what you can expect to get, something to this degree. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video, and perhaps if there's like other random questions that are really good in the YouTube comments, I can answer a couple or maybe pin one that I think is really good and then just answer that. But it's a pretty surreal experience to move into a place like this, especially for anyone that knows my backstory. And again, at one point living in Goshiwons, being unable to even feed myself, and now being somewhere like this. So thank you all so much, everyone that has supported obviously over the years, and hope you enjoyed this video.